Good afternoon. Welcome back to Star City Wanderers. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Dustin.
And today we are headed to Christiansburg, Virginia for a very exciting event that I'm really looking forward to called the Boozy Cauldron. It's supposed to be a magical wizard's cocktail event.
Mrs. Lauren is a major fan of Harry Potter, and I'm a fan of filing the serial numbers off of things.
Of course, this is not a Harry Potter event. This is a magical Boozy Cauldron event for adults 21 and over.
This is also referred to as generic wizard fun time. We packed wands.
We did pack wands because the instructions recommended bringing wands, so we brought wands.
Yeah.
Because of course we have wands. Because who wouldn't have a wand?
Well, I'll be.
So Christiansburg is about 45 minutes from Roanoke, from the Star City. And we thought since the event was a cocktail event, might be better to stay in town closer to the location rather than driving home. So we thought we would spend the night in Christiansburg, and this will give us an opportunity to give you a hotel tour, and we're also going to have dinner at a fun place in Christiansburg this evening. Now, normally, Christiansburg, Virginia is not somewhere one would likely put on their bucket list of places to go when they're traveling. However, if you do end up in the Christiansburg or Blacksburg area, these are some tips for traveling. And you may end up in the Christiansburg or Blacksburg area if you have a young person who decides that they would like to attend Virginia Tech. You may end up coming down for campus tour or other events geared towards their admission, and if they end up getting into the school and attending the school, you may come down for parents' weekends or football games, graduations. So it's good to know the good places to stay and to eat when you're in the greater Blacksburg, Christiansburg area. We're here at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Christiansburg, just off of Interstate 81. It's definitely a convenient location if you are on a road trip and just need a place near the interstate. Here in our room at the Holiday Inn Express. Of course, when you first come in, the bathroom is on the left. Hello, Mr. Dustin.
I don't come with the room.
Okay. So, actually looks like a pretty nice shower and tub area. And they have the dispensers hanging on the wall with your shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel. Looks like a nice shower head. And some shelves. And a nice big mirror. And the hairdryer. I actually really prefer when the hairdryer is mounted on the wall rather than in that bag on one of the shelves. I don't know about you, babe. What do you think? Hairdryer mounted on the wall versus in the little bag?
Oh, I definitely like it mounted on the wall because then I can feel like I'm in a cyberpunk movie and that I'm making a call. Hello. Jack me in.
There's a closet area, even though it has no door. You have an iron and an ironing board, and a few hangers and some shelf space to put items above the hanging items. A bench to put your suitcase on. Another mirror. I have several mirrors in this room. Nice big television. There is a regular plug on the light switch to plug in chargers. However, I'm not seeing any USB plugs in this room, so you would just need to have a standard plug. And we have a decent window. So what do you think of the room, Mr. Dustin?
You know what? I actually kind of like it. It's nice. You know what? We got to check one thing though. Thumbs up.
I suppose that means that the bed will be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Is Mr. Dustin going to take a nap?
Maybe.
But, Mr. Dustin, we have dinner reservations.
Okay, you talk me out of it.
Don't you want prime rib?
Yes, I do. We're gonna like share, right? Okay, am I gonna get the prime rib and then you get the other thing and then we split it?
I thought I was gonna get prime rib and you were gonna get something else and we would split it.
What's the other thing though? Unless we...
I don't know. Why don't we get there and look at the menu? What an awful idea that is.
Terribly, terribly novel idea, darling. Oh my, I can't believe it. Scandalous.
So they do have a Keurig coffee maker in the room. Personally, I prefer back in the day when they had that little 2 or 4 cup maker to the Keurigs. I feel like the Keurig coffee is never very good and it never fills the cup all the way. It's always like half a cup of coffee.
Personally, I don't like these little bits here. I think that if you're gonna come, you should probably bring your own like little cup, the reusable kind. Maybe bring your own coffee. I hate the idea of those like little instant Keurigs. They pollute.
There is an ice bucket, which means there's an ice machine, which makes Mrs. Lauren very happy. But also the room, there is a microwave and a refrigerator. We are here at the Farmhouse Restaurant in Christiansburg.
It's got a really nice atmosphere. The staff is friendly too. Very nice atmosphere.
They play good music.
They do play good music. It's got this kind of vibe where they mix like different eras almost. I think we're in like the farmhouse section with like the wood paneling and the old photos. But if you come in, there's sort of a modernized bar. Yeah, I feel like they took the 30s and then they took a little bit of your country rustic, but then they upscaled it a bit. So
Guess we ran a lot.
It's got a vibe. I dig it.
Well, the Farmhouse is generally considered to be one of the best restaurants, maybe the best restaurant in Christiansburg, and one of the best in the overall Christiansburg-Blacksburg area. We'll have to see if Mr. Dustin thinks the food lives up to the hype.
Well, they do have a wood fire oven here, so I'm fairly certain they're going to be able to knock it out of the park. But that's just my guesstimation.
If any of them are funny.
So this is my prime rib with added sauteed mushrooms, grilled asparagus, and some fire roasted succotash. And that looks really good.
It does. It looks good. And I got the roasted lamb chops with rosemary and like a mango glaze, and roasted carrots and whipped potatoes, which also look really good. What have you tried so far, Mr. Dustin?
I've tried the fire roasted succotash, which is good. Wood fire. They used a wood fire to roast corn, succotash. I like it. Then we have our sauteed mushrooms. I think they're shiitake. That's my best guess. I detect a little bit of red wine, so yeah, that's pretty good. Very unique. All right. Now I don't know if Mrs. Lauren follows this etiquette, but it's always a good idea to pay homage to the chef by tasting his meal before you add any sauce.
Yes, this is true. You are supposed to taste the food before you add anything to it.
That's very good. Very good prime rib. We're about to add some horsey sauce.
He means horseradish sauce.
Yep.
Mr. Dustin, how is the lamb?
Great. I think it's got a little bit of like Dijon breading crust. That's pretty good. I gotta tell you, I think they soak everything in red wine and fire roast it, which is a great combination.
Yes, the lamb is really, really tasty. I think so far of the dishes we ordered, I want to say the two biggest winners are the lamb and the fire roasted succotash. They were both really good.
It's kind of surprising Mrs. Lauren liked the succotash so much.
Why wouldn't I like it? It had a really good flavor. And I believe it had corn, garbanzo beans, and poblanos. And I am a fan of poblanos. And roasting them is my favorite way to eat poblanos. I think that really brings out the flavor in a very nice way.
Yep. Fire roasted, no less.
Mr. Dustin.
Yes.
We are here at the Boozy Cauldron.
It's a very fun atmosphere, I'll tell you that. Spooky. I'm digging it. Bubbles.
Mr. Dustin,
Yes.
how did you enjoy the Boozy Cauldron?
It was fun. A little bit more adult than I was expecting, but it was fun.
Well, it is a 21 and up event since they serve alcohol during the show.
Yeah, I know. If you come to this, expect a little bit of language during the comedy, but it was still fun.
They're probably
for me.
taking the Ravenclaw.
So, the Boozy Cauldron was a alcoholic potion making show / cocktail experience, and 4 different cocktails were included as part of the ticket. And we will put a link in the description down below for the folks who organize this event, so you can check the calendar and see if there's one coming near you.
Don't forget your wands, folk.
No, if you do come, I feel so silly. I forgot our wands. The Boozy Cauldron took place here at the Great Road on Main event space, which is located in an old church. How interesting is that?
Quite interesting indeed.
So when we returned from the Boozy Cauldron, we spent some time in the hotel pool. What did you think, Mr. Dustin?
I think that it was just right. That the water was warm enough so you didn't freeze, but it wasn't too hot. However, the room was hot, so it was like you got a pool and a sauna.
I think that's so when you get out of the water, you won't be really freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a small indoor pool. We were lucky enough to pretty much have it to ourselves when we got there. There was a family, but they were packing up to leave to go get ice cream. One of the kids didn't want to leave the pool. And I kept thinking, I know swimming is fun, but so is ice cream.
This is the morning of ice cream.
So, Mr. Dustin, final thoughts on the Farmhouse Restaurant. What did you think of the food?
Food was amazing. The food was really good.
It was really good. The lamb with rosemary and I think had a little Dijon was really, really good. And that the fire roasted succotash with the corn and poblanos and garbanzo beans was really delicious. And the wait staff was really, really good. They were super nice and friendly, and it was pretty quick. I was a little worried if maybe I hadn't given us enough time to have dinner and get to the Boozy Cauldron event, but it worked out perfectly. We got to the event with plenty of time.
We got there just in time.
Mm-hmm. So we got in, and it was a very simple process. I had put our Eventbrite tickets in my Apple Wallet on my phone, but they really just asked for our names and checked us off the list, and we went right in and found a seat, and I thought it was really fun. It was a cool show. The drinks were good. Personally, I really enjoyed the butterbeer. I thought that one was really good. It's different than the butterbeer you will get at Universal, because whereas Universal's butterbeer is a soft drink so that everyone can enjoy it, the butterbeer that they served at the Boozy Cauldron event was alcoholic.
Everything was alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it was all right. It was pretty much a magic show. That's really what a magic show with like comedy aspects.
But there was a storytelling aspect, especially to the end, that was cool too. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I really thought it was fun.
Mm-hmm. It was more rock and roll than Harry Potter, in all honesty.
But with a little Harry Potter thrown in.
Well, I
but
mean,
it wasn't technically supposed to be Harry Potter because it's supposed to be a generic.
Wizards are in the public domain, so.
Yes. So there were wizards and magic.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun. And there was definitely a comedy aspect to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They could manifest Starbucks cups.
But Mr. Dustin was a little freaked out that they were having it in a church.
I was a little freaked out because I grew up in that era where like church people were destroy Harry Potter, it's teaching our kids witchcraft, and I'm like, I'm not teaching the kids anything. Like there's mentions of it, but there's no like actual like rituals. Like you literally have more magic on a dollar bill than you have in your J.K. Rowling book. Like Harry Potter's superheroes. I said it. Fight me. Please don't fight me. I don't like to fight. Tell me I'm right in the comments, or tell me that I'm wrong. But pretty much, it's there wasn't any like magic like hermetic magic or anything like that in Harry Potter. There was, powers like and wizardry was just the explanation for it. But I remember people back in the day losing their minds. Like, we're talking like getting ready to kick their kids out of the house because they read Harry Potter, like burning the books in the backyard when they found them just because they were freaking out over it. And wasn't any of that. So yeah, it weirded me out that this was a church building and Harry Potter stuff was going on.
Well, I think it was an older church that had been turned into an event space.
Yeah, that's what I thought of it. Mrs. Lauren?
I had fun. I thought the Boozy Cauldron event was really fun. And as I said, I really liked the butterbeer. I thought the Transfiguration potion was good too.
It was vodka.
It was vodka, but it was citrusy and sweet. It wasn't just vodka, it had something else in it. Well, thank you folks for watching this video. We hope that you are enjoying them as much as we're enjoying making them. Please like and subscribe.
And share for your friends and family.
And until next time, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Dustin.
And keep adventuring.